Hi, I'm Cherish Flieder, designer of somethingtocherish.com. Welcome to my studio. So, a common complaint we hear is that the Mod Podge has bubbles, which bubbles are great at weddings, but not necessarily in your Mod Podge. So, there's a few things that cause bubbles when you're working with Mod Podge, so you need to be aware of a few of different ones. The biggest one is shaking the bottle of Mod Podge. You'll often end up creating bubbles with the agitation, so do not shake. If it is necessary, if you feel like there are some formulas you might need to work it, you can just do a soft roll like this, and that can move it around without actually shaking it and creating those bubbles. The second type of bubbles that will happen commonly is when you're using a sponge brush. This is because of all these little spongy holes, and this is synthetic sponge, of course, working this in too much and just scrubbing it, you're going to just create foams of bubbles. Again, not a very good thing for your Mod Podge. So for a lot of things, I don't even use this foam. My preference is using a flat synthetic brush. It comes to a really nice tip, and you can get them in a variety of sizes. And this one is typically used for watercolor or acrylic. And what I'll do is I'll just gently wet it a little bit before I dip it into my Mod Podge. Not sopping wet, just so the brush itself isn't completely dry. And then I'll go ahead and dip into Mod Podge and begin coating my surface. So this is a little star box. So you're going to want to put a nice medium coat of Mod Podge on, getting it all the way to the edges. You don't want it to be too thin because that can create wrinkles and bubbles, and too much can also cause ridges. So nice medium. If you get too much, you can always tap it off. And here we go. So I'm going to go ahead and pick up my star, and again, to avoid the bubbles, we're going to put it down in the middle and then start smoothing it out from the center. Bubbles can often happen when air gets trapped underneath the paper, so we want to really avoid that from happening. I'm Cherish. Thanks for watching this video on how to prevent bubbles from entering your Mod Podge projects. I hope you'll go live life to the fullest and make it something to cherish.